All right, man. Torture Talk. I don't know what's up with the other intro. I keep trying to load it up. It won't come up, but we just gonna keep it rolling. All right, so look, today's episode. This is the 1 year anniversary of Euphoria. And I'm gonna go through the lyrics and what I think happened, what Kendrick predicted, everything that happened, and why I believe Euphoria probably is the best diss track of all time. You know what I'm saying? Even over Not Like Us. Um, and I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, I gotta get a spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They called me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000, man. 17,000, over 17,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all, man. I'm on the road to 25,000, and then from there, 1 million the next day. All right, so look, man. I am the king of the north, the night king. Let me know what kingdom you from. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it, man. We're going to get into this. This is going to be a goodie, so stick with me. All right, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to Torture Talk After Hours. You know what I'm saying? I drop at least 1 or 2 episodes over there every day. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm trying to reach 5,000 over there. Help me get to 5,000 and 10,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow both of my channels at the same time because I got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So look. So we're going to start off, right? So this song comes after Push-Ups. This song comes after Push-Ups. So basically what happened was first person shooter. Then we get Like That, Push-Ups, Tailor Made, Euphoria, and I believe 616 came out the next day or later on this day, and I'm going to do that one too, probably tomorrow. So, Euphoria. He starts out by saying them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. So let's talk about that, because I'm not going to read all the lyrics. I'm just going to go through the ones that I highlighted and I thought was pretty fascinating. When he mean by them superpowers getting neutralized, he's saying that his Drake's powers is neutralized now because he's here and he can take that from him. You know what I'm saying? And when he mean by he can only watch in silence, he don't really have to say much, because Like That just did this to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid now, spiraling. So what is Drake doing right now? This is the reason why I said this song here, he is telling the future. This is a year ago, and Drake is doing exactly what he said in this song. You know what I'm saying? I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew was looking paranoid now, spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculate. I can even predict your angles. Now, this is before he put out Family Matters. I want y'all to understand this. Kendrick is saying, you're predictable. I could predict your angles. Everything you're gonna say, I already know what you're gonna say. You can't say nothing to me because I already know all the things you're gonna say. I could predict your angles. Fabricating stories on a family front because you heard Mr. Morale. Now you tell me, if either Kendrick Lamar predicted everything Drake was going to say and Drake did it, or Kendrick Lamar has a mole in Drake's camp. Because this right here lets me know either one or two things. Either he got a mole in Drake camp, or he knew what Drake was going to say. His premonition. He just knew what Drake was going to say. Fabricate stories on a family front because you heard Mr. Morale. And what did Drake do? What did Drake do? He did it all the way up to the Heart Part 6. He fabricated all his stories. You know what I'm saying? A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell it tells on you now. You're a pathetic master manipulator, bro. Pathetic. You're pathetic. I know. You lie so much, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is to me, this is one of the reasons why Euphoria is so amazing. Because this is beyond, I want to tell y'all, I'm a battle rapper, right? I'm pretty good too. But this is beyond battling. This is beyond battle rap. Because to me, this might be a great opener, but because, you know, some people say they come out swinging in the first round. But see, Euphoria to me, he could have beat Drake with just Euphoria, to be honest with you. He didn't have to drop nothing else. Euphoria is better than everything Drake did. It's better than Family Matters. Euphoria is better than Family Matters. People can say whatever they want, but Euphoria and Family Matters, if they only dropped those two records, that would have been a good battle. If there was the only two records that they dropped, that would have been a good battle. I still believe Euphoria is better. You know what I'm saying? I believe Euphoria is top tier. Euphoria is top tier. If you break down all of the meanings of Euphoria and then you break down the lyrics, definitely top tier. 100%. He said, I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. I could double down on that line. But I'll spare you the time. It was random acts of kindness, right? Which is crazy. That last bar, the random acts of kindness, that is diabolical in itself, right? Now, before that, he's saying, I could double down on that line, because he basically saying, like, you like, in my opinion, from what I'm believing he's saying, you like messing with younger girls. So since you like younger girls, you like to pacify them, because that's basically what that really entails. And he said, I make music that electrify them. This is what we're seeing right now in these tours, the GNX tour. These fans are engaged, they're hyped, they're excited. Now, I'm not gonna say and lie to y'all and say that people don't be like that at Drake concerts, because people do. You know what I'm saying? But they also be holding up signs talking about they want some money. You know what I'm saying? But I think seeing Kendrick Lamar live versus seeing Drake live is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Two different things. Because I think Drake is the type of person, he performs, but he doesn't put on a show. Kendrick Lamar performs and puts on a show. I just want to put that out there. He performs and he puts on a show. Drake doesn't do that. He just performs. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going, man. Okay, so I'm going to skip to this bar, because this is another bar that stood out to me. He says, the very first time I shot me at Drake, the homie told me that was basically saying he was aiming it wrong. Right? I'm saying, very first time I shot me at Drake, homie told me that I aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show y'all I learned from those mistakes. So when Drake said, in push-ups that he had to hike down to get on Kendrick level when he was saying Kendrick Lamar is so short, Kendrick is basically saying, well, I shot at Drake before. And, you know what I'm saying, I was shooting up. But I didn't realize that he's beneath me. So I need to aim down because he's not above me. So this is what that bar said, which is a crazy bar if you think about it, because it's a crazy flip on what he said. Oh, the very first time I shot me at Drake, homie told me to aim in this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I showed y'all learn from those mistakes. Like, all right, I was shooting up at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you ain't on my level. I'm shooting down. You got to shoot that joint down, because when you shoot it down, it actually cocks up. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's a crazy bar in itself right there. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pop turn in his grave. Right? Now, y'all do understand that Tupac would have not, and that's just my opinion, he would have despised Drake. I'm dead serious. He wouldn't have liked Drake. And this is what I believe. I believe Tupac wouldn't have liked Drake. I believe that Tupac would have been like, nah, I'm not rolling. But he buys Tupac ring and he flaunts it. And then he says something about Tupac's ring in one of the songs. You know what I'm saying? One of the songs that he put out on that 100 gig joint. He said, come get this thing out my house or something like that. Basically saying that it's cursed or whatever. So let's keep it going. And he says, cutthroat business. You got shit twisted. What is it? The braids? I think that infliction that he said, what is it? The braids? I think that, to me, that let me know that these are two different type of MCs. Two different type of MCs. Because Kendrick Lamar has ways he could say things and it just resonates with people. What is it? The braids? You know what I'm saying? And I think that right there, that bar right there, it wasn't really a bar, but it was something that you would always remember. See, if you listen to Push-Ups, Drake's just flowing. If you listen to if you listen to Family Matters, he's just flowing. He's not really doing anything spectacular. He's just rapping. Now the second verse, everybody's saying that he's rapping all crazy, but I mean, whatever. But he's not really doing anything where you can actually gravitate to and say, okay, yeah. Because you can have a great flow and you can have a better flow. But if somebody can hit you with bars that stand out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, you know what I'm saying? Devil is a lie. He a 69 God. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get around that because that's directly to you. You could try to dance around it and say, you know what I'm saying? I had to look over Kenny because he was too small. Like, nah. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? The devil is a lie. He's a 69 God. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You can't get around those bars, man. You know what I'm saying? There are 3 goats kissing and I said there's 3 ghosts, but 2 of them are kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death. 8 bars, all explaining the phrase. And in exactly 8 bars, he explains the phrase. In exactly 8 bars, he explains the phrase. This is what I mean by the inflections and the bars that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? This is not comparable to some of the things that a lot of these other artists be doing. Like to me, Drake could never make a song like this. This is too intricate. He could make good raps, whoever's writing them, or if he's writing them or whatever. I'm not trying to shit on Drake right now. I'm just saying whatever. But he can't be this intricate. This is too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Drake is one of the king of subliminals. But this is different from subliminals. Double entendres and subliminals and triple and quadruple entendres. And he knew that Kendrick was going to come with that because he said that in Telling Me. He said, I know you probably writing some triple entendres. Like, he said that. He knew it was coming. I mean, he knew. Even he knew it was coming. Even he knew it was coming. Said, and Cole and Aubrey know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray that they're my real friends. If not, I'm YMW Melly. And we all know YMW Melly. We know what happened with him. But bro, that bar hit so hard. If you go back and watch the reactors and they're reacting to that bar hit hard because, bro, he's basically saying in this rap that these dudes are my friends. I love these dudes. But I pray that they my real friends. Because if not, they out of here. They gone. And I think that is why a lot of people look at that bar and people was like, oh my God. Like, that was when he set it off right there. Like, don't get me wrong, all the bars before that, but that bar right there, that bar was out of here. That bar was out of here. That was like, yeah. Now we really battling. This is a real battle. And I think when J. Cole and Drake heard that bar, I think they was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this guy's not playing. He's not playing. I just wonder, you know what? I really want to know where Drake was sitting at when he heard Euphoria. I want to know where he was at when he heard Euphoria. I want to know where he was sitting at. I don't know if he had to sit down because he might have had to sit down. Like, he might have had to like, okay, yeah. J. Cole too. He might have had to take the seat. Okay, so he said, we ain't got to get personal. I want y'all to keep this in mind. All y'all Drake fans that jump in the comments and y'all be on this page, right? Look at this bar here. We don't have to get personal. We ain't got to get personal. It's a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. He literally told Drake, we don't have to get personal. We don't have to get personal. This is a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. And then he goes on by telling him, I know some shit about you, bro. I know some shit that'll make Gunna want to look like a saint. He basically saying like, bro, I know already. We don't have to do this. Let's just keep it a friendly fade. This is the first warning that he told him right here. This ain't about gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who's the greatest. It's about love and hate. And let me say, I'm the biggest hater. I'm the biggest hater. So look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Yeah, y'all can say whatever y'all want about Drake. I'm the biggest hater of the dude. Yeah, I'm the biggest hater. It ain't none of that. I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate bro. He's saying it all right here. He's saying it all right here. If I catch flight, I hate the way you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. So he's saying, look, you'll know I'm talking about you. Because I'm going to point it out that I'm talking about you. It ain't going to be no right in a way where I don't know. We know that I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck because they confuse themselves with real women. And notice that I said we. It's not just me. I'm with the culture feeling. That bar right there, that's the second bar that took his powers. The second bar that took Drake powers. Right there. The culture feeling. So people saying that Kendrick Lamar manipulated the culture into doing what he wanted. No, bro. This is a battle. I want y'all to understand. This is the way battles work. The way battles work is like this. You can't be mad because I used my powers against you, because guess what? Drake tried to use his powers against Kendrick and it failed. It was neutralized. You know what I'm saying? So this here, that's another bar that really hurt Drake really bad. That culture bar, I'm with the culture feeling, like, yeah, we all feel this way about you. And even if people saying, well, it wasn't a lot of people feeling that way about Drake. Well, guess what? They are now. They are now. And Kendrick, when he said culture, he took the hip hop culture from Drake. Right there, that bar right there, he eliminated Drake's culture card. He kicked him out of the house of culture. The house of culture. He kicked him out. He got him out of here. He got him out of here. He said, how many more fairy tales about your life until we had enough? How many more black features until you feel like you black enough? He said, I don't know what he said. I think he said, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. How many more black features until you feel like you black enough? Now, this goes into what he was basically saying, what people were basically saying, that Drake had a nose job and he had a whatever. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but that's what people were saying. And I believe that that's what he said. Now, that could be a double entendre, but it also could just mean you just feature a bunch of black artists and you, because you have black, and how you feel like, until you feel like you black enough. You know what I'm saying? Then he says, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gonna make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. My first one is like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Oh my God. It's a classic. You don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying, now I know that people saying that was a shot at J. Cole. But I believe did 6 Minute Drill come out before? I think 6 Minute Drill, 7 Minute Drill. I believe 7 Minute Drill came out before Euphoria. I believe it did. I believe it did. Yeah, it came out before Euphoria, because it was the this yeah it was the diss on what's the name. Then Push Ups came. I think it was what's the name, and then that's when Drake said nigga cold losing sleep nigga ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I believe he said that. I don't know. It's getting all. It's been a year. Sorry, it's been a year. It's been a year. You know what I'm saying? It's been a year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Then he goes on by saying, "Oh man, this is one of my favorite bars too. Let your core audience." He said, "First one's like the last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, and tell them where you get your abs from. V12. That's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot from the. You better walk around like that, Punk. Oh my God, that's bar number 5. Oh my God, that was a couple of bars in there, but that Daft Punk bar, I seen people making memes out of that. That Daft Punk bar is hard. You better walk around with a metal helmet on, or people can't see your face. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Like, bro, that bar is crazy. That's a crazy bar. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a crazy bar. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes in and says, remember? Now, I believe that, I don't know if this is true. I'm just saying, I believe that Drake got a song called Motherfuckers Never Loved Us. And I believe that somebody wrote it for Puff. I think that Kendrick Lamar had something to do with that. And that's the reason why he said, remember? Because Drake said, remember? In his songs. Now, I don't know if it could be, I could be reaching. But I'm saying, that's what I think. I think he has something to do with it. If he didn't, it's crazy how he used the remember. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he using the remember because Drake probably had to pay, you know, to land in Cali at one point. Who knows? So, but yeah. He says, you try to cease and desist on a Like That record. Ho, which you didn't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. So there's a couple of different bars in here. The Like That record, he didn't like that, so Drake saying Drake cease and desist. We all know Drake tried to do that. Ho, what you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. Now that right there is another double because they like wrote back to back. This and Meek Mill, which people don't really know until you do some research, but they like wrote back to back. And that was one of Drake's biggest diss songs of all time. Probably is his biggest diss song. And I love how people know that Daylight wrote it, but they still say it's a Drake song. Like, I get it that he rapped it, but they're not prefacing saying, well, somebody wrote this battle rap for this dude. Like, no one wants to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to talk about that. He says, I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record, basically saying I'm going to drop back to back. Because the next day or later on that day, he dropped 616 in LA. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was Chef's Kiss. That was amazing. That was truly amazing. Then he also said, why would I call around to get dirt on niggas? That's whole shit. Like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to call around. He's saying in this song, I don't got to call around to beat you. I don't. You do. And this is exactly what Drake did. Drake did a whole bunch of dancing around, trying to get dirt on Kendrick. And Kendrick knew. Everybody knew. Ain't no way in the world Kendrick Lamar is not this big of an artist and he doesn't know. He don't have his ear to the streets. He knows everything, bro. He knows. I think Drake really, truly misunderstood, and he truly underestimated Kendrick. He truly did. I think he thought that the dudes was around him. I think he thought that they knew, but Kendrick Lamar is a street dude. He knows this. He hears everything. I'm telling you. He said, ain't a 20v1, it's a 1v20. If I have to smack niggas that right with you. Bro, it's not 20 people versus Drake. It's you with your 20 writers versus me. This is a 1v20. And if I have to smack the niggas that right with you, I'm going to let them know, like, nah, you could bring them out, bring them all out. I'll smoke all of them. I'm going to smoke everybody. And then he does a nod here to the AI thing where the Taylor made, where he basically said, if I don't go so AI, you know what I'm saying? Like, he brought that out too. When he used a word AI called AI, you know what I'm saying? Like, he used that, which was fire. Fire, by the way. So, yeah, there's some other bars that I want to mention too before we get out of here. Because I didn't want to do the whole song, but I wanted to mention some other bars. So, the other bar that hit hard was, he said, I even hate the way you say the word nigga. But I guess that's me, I guess. Some shit is just cringeworthy. It even got to be deep, I guess. Like, basically saying, like, bro, I don't feel comfortable with you even saying that word. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's another thing that really solidified this body. Some of the stuff that Kendrick said, I know that it got into people's skin because he said it with so much force that you thought that Euphoria was going to be the end all be all, and that was it. I think a lot of y'all thought that Euphoria was it. It wasn't going to be nothing else. Kendrick Lamar dropped Euphoria, that's it. And then Drake dropped whatever else, and then that's it. I thought that y'all probably had more faith in Kendrick. I said to me, oh, this is not it. He's going to hit him with something. And if you listen to all of those songs, they all sound different. They all sound like a different version of a diss track, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was another bar that stood out to me. And I actually missed the first bar where he said, don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truths about you. That's another bar that I think that Kendrick Lamar really sat on. Because he put that bar in Heart Part 4, I believe. Don't tell a lie about me. I won't tell truths about you. And I think that that's really what scared Drake and his fans. Is if he's saying, look, you tell a lie about me, I'm just going to tell the truth about you. So let's just keep it a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. Which was dope. And in the last bar that stood out to me, one of the best bars of the battle to me, he said, yeah, OVO, OV-ho, because that's when he first used OV-ho. Niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. Like, you can't imitate what I'm doing. You can't. You can't. You are not you are not of the culture. You could run to America because he ran to Atlanta. You could run to America, but you can't imitate what we do. You can't. This is too much for you. And I think that was one of my favorite bars of the battle. I think that stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Euphoria for being one of the greatest diss songs of all time. Shout out to this lasting a whole year. We're still talking about it. Shout out to everybody. I wish I could have played some clips, but I don't want to get this joint demonetized. So it is what it is. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all for being here with me every day. You know, I work very hard over here to keep this thing going, even on vacation, even when I take trips, wherever I go. I make sure that I drop 3 episodes a day and 2 on my other channel, and I'm going to keep doing it probably until whenever. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the donations too, man. I appreciate y'all. I know y'all love the king over here, and the king going to keep being the king. And I know we don't always agree, but we could just always agree to disagree, shake hands and hug and have a good time and have a bottle of water while you have a beer. I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me. I truly appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I have to hit the hair on for y'all. Shout out to the fans, man. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.